You really need more stuff to spend Glimmer on.
Yeah.
Mm. Like, AI hookers.
That'd be nice.
Or, yeah. I mean, I was in, like, consumer.
Like frame hookers?
But
Alright, we are back with part 5 of the Destiny playthrough walkthrough. We have Testa here again, and newly here is Santuria13, who was the person who was trying to lead Testa and I to our cake-filled deaths in a basement the last time.
Cake-filled... Wait, what? I forgot this story.
It was like 2 days ago. You were telling me and Testa to go down into the creepy basement, and
Oh, yes.
I mean...
Go into the basement of the church. Yeah. Devram's secret place. That's actually where
Dream Daddy's,
Lewis's
Dream Daddy's
BDSM room there. Yeah. No, there's definitely a room down there.
Dream Daddy's BDSM room. With Lewis the... Is he a hawk or a falcon?
Hawk? I don't know. What is the difference? Can we do that without having to resort to Wikipedia?
I mean, I'm going to assume that they're totally different animals, and not just like funny names for one animal, I would hope.
Like a hawk, a falcon, and an eagle.
Like, I don't think it's like, yeah, I think
a hawk,
that they're
a falcon,
different
and an eagle walk into a bar, and there's one ball gag.
I don't think it's like hen and cock, where it's just like, you know, quirky names. I think that they're actual. So clearly, you should not be tuning into my videos for Destiny tips and tricks, or for like zoology, because we got nothing. Got nothing that way.
I mean, you just have to check your Twitter. I'm sure you have followers right now.
I have
complaining about how we don't know this.
I have followers on Twitter, but they just don't know that I do video gaming.
Yeah, right.
But I also have this fancy new windscreen, so I can pop my piece. Very excited by that.
Very nice.
Testa has gone silent. There is a third person on this stream. He's just, you know, quietly contemplating how terrible we are.
Oh, I had my mic muted.
That also helps.
Something around here is
Or
blasting
that.
that signal into
Or that.
space. We find out something, we'll find Cade.
Well, I'm getting a lot of weapons now, legendary weapons. Of course, because I'm getting a legendary engram every time I turn in the rep.
Yeah, so in case you can't tell
Sorry.
the difference between watching what I'm doing and listening to them, they're a little further ahead than me.
Just a little bit.
They may have taken a Destiny vacation from work while I did not. This time, I have done that before.
Yeah, it was long overdue for me.
Yeah,
I'm really glad to just have more content, you know?
But you were also just overdue for a vacation, period.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Santi here lives in the Pacific Northwest, and somehow, like, every trip he has taken this year has sent him to, like, ridiculously hot climates, and then they got Indian summer here, so now he's, like, just broiling alive.
Yeah. But, you know, I guess I should be thankful compared to shit that's happening. Hurricanes and earthquakes and nuclear weapons.
Yeah, definitely not apocalyptic feeling nowadays at all. Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
Everything's in control. We're good.
No, nothing to worry about. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's see.
I've met a snarky AI.
May I help you with anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, failsafe?
Okay.
Yeah.
You sound a little off.
I am the Exodus Black's failsafe. Call me failsafe. I
suppose I should go do this public event.
Hopes he would be rescued. And look, here you are.
Oh,
I mean,
see. She's
you know,
just an
it's
AI.
only trying to help the world or
AI.
anything, but yeah, don't.
I I heard that.
Trouble yourself.
At your service.
Centaurs are supposed to be just giant icy rocks. How did all this happen?
A robotic alien entity called the Vex have achieved 92.014% conversion of the Centaur Nessus.
Nice. I came there the last second, killed one guy, and got an exotic engram.
That is always the best feeling. If you're a shitty person like me. Oh! I also just pancaked. That was instant karma. Like, as soon as I'm, like, joking about slacking off, I pancaked to death. So are you guys going to be attempting the Nightfall this week?
Muffin. Gonna attempt it tonight, hopefully.
But it is the one from the beta, right? The inverted spire?
I'm not sure, actually.
Someone there? Listen,
No, it's a different one.
Pyramidion?
Yeah.
No, it's I don't think it's one we've done. Like, I don't think it came up when we were running strikes today.
Well then, I look forward to doing the mechanics first during a nightfall. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
You'll be fine. You definitely won't die terribly and filled with sadness and regret.
It's just me IRL.
I think we'll be able to finish it. Whether or not we'll be able to finish it doing the
Easily.
thing that we need to do, that'll be a different story.
I appreciate your vagueness. So, Sandy, Tess, and I were kind of the original three amigos. We started out doing drunk raids together, which is something I'm looking forward to bringing back.
Mm-hmm. Tis the season. Sophomore year of drinking raids, I feel.
Well, I feel like we should pull together a night, though, and do, like, go back into Destiny 1. Because, I mean, the new raid that's going to drop, it's going to be a while till we're comfortable enough with it to be drinking during it. Like,
Yeah. I feel. Sure. I guess if we have a set up a time.
just don't
I mean,
ask
right
Nano.
now it's like everyone's obsessed with with Destiny 1, right? Everyone's obsessed with Destiny 2, I should say.
Oh, yeah, but I think in, like, a month, people will be willing to take, like, a couple hours off.
I don't know, man. You know how much of a crack addict Destiny fans can be. Give me more! More! I've been playing the game for 20 hours straight. Why is there no more content?
True, although on the flip side, if the new raid turns out to kick everybody's asses, I think they'll be like, hey, let me go back to when I felt powerful.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I need to kill something and feel good about myself. Hey, I'm level 12. I am
Everything's
up and
burning.
God, the Arc Strider really, like, the super lasts for a while. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe because I leveled up while mid-super? That really felt like that lasted a while.
Maybe. I know if you have enough updates, at least for one of the other supers, get like added arc burn or super burn.
I tried to warn him. His leg.
What are you doing, Tessa? Did you sign off already?
No, I'm just like
This is
running
not
around, and I came to the EDZ to give that sexy bastard some of my tokens, and I'm just like trying to figure out if patrols are actually worth it or.
Daddy loves tokens, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what's the fastest way to get tokens. Tokens seem like the fastest way to get packages.
And his packages work basically just like the old clan packages. It's just like legendary gear.
Yeah. Yeah, they're legendary gear, and they're based on like your current light level,
It's a fascinating process.
or your highest light level.
She sounds way
Nice.
So, but once you hit like like blues can't. Blues won't drop above 260, I think.
And what's the minimum for the raid? Is that 260?
I think it's well the cap is the cap that you can get from like packages and stuff is 300, but the actual cap is 350. So
Okay.
a lot of people are guessing that raid gear is how you'll get of how you'll get from 300.
Right. So that means you probably got to be 310 or so to get into the raid. No, if the
Well,
cap
you
is
can't.
300,
Right
that
now,
makes
you
no
can't
sense.
get. Yeah, right now.
I take that back immediately.
They people are guessing that like 260 is probably like the minimum to be able to get into the raid.
But of course, you'd be
Where
totally
it's not like
ineffective.
you can't join, but yeah. I think
Yeah.
you'll get your ass kicked. Although, I mean, the last couple raids have been, you know, the first section or two has been fairly forgiving. It's
Yeah, but
you know,
I
the first
ran-
couple weeks you can use those first areas to get loot to help you get geared up for the later section.
True, but like I ran Wrath of the Machine with two people who were severely underleveled the first night, and we could not get Bosik down like at all. We just did not have the DPS.
I don't think we got Vasek down the first time either.
I think you probably did, because I know that we were the team that made it like the least far. That I remember.
Did we get Vasek down? Maybe. I don't
don't
remember.
think we did the first week.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was shooting at one hobgoblin and another one just massacred me.
I mean, I think it took way longer than it should have just to figure out that we needed to shoot the monitors.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily apparent.
I feel at first, because we were playing with Elrak and Rat, and they were trying not to spoil it for us. Like, they were also not contributing to the
Right, well that's...
mind
yeah,
meld, you know?
And Beetle has said that too, that's why he like doesn't want, like, even if someone promises not to spoil, then they're not kind of helping in that way. And like, that's how I feel too. It's like, I play games where it's, someone's like, oh, I promise I won't spoil you. I'm like, yeah, but then you're still not... you're still not brainstorming, so you're kind of like dead weight. Well, that was me and Golgoroth. We were doing a blind raid, and Testa and I and someone else actually watched ahead a terrible streamer do Golgoroth. So actually, I'll go back and say, so me, Santi, Testa were part of a team that went into King's Fall blind, and did not make it very far that first night. We stalled at War Priest just like entirely. We struggled getting to him, and then the problem was we struggled getting to him, and then once we got to him, one of our team members like, all right, I have to get off. I'm done for the night. And at that point, we certainly weren't going to try and find someone else, so we were like, oh, but I think we had Testa means who had like Destiny blue balls, basically. We just weren't ready to. We weren't ready. We were going to go all night. We were prepared to like raid until the break of day. We weren't prepared for someone at midnight to be like, but we're done. So we were like, and so we end up watching this god-awful streamer. This guy gave me such a fucking complex about catching the gaze at Golgoroth, because he kept going like, I got the gaze, and then like running around, and we could see like, no, clearly he doesn't. But he like absolutely doesn't.
I got it, guys.
And then he would just like go and be like, why'd you guys not shoot him? And they were all like, well, because we're dead. And he's like, well, why are you dead? And in retrospect, it's like, because you didn't have the fucking gaze. You never had the fucking gaze. So if you've seen me get the gaze, that's why it's like, I'll have the gaze for like a full minute before, or not minute, but definitely a few. I just double check that it comes up saying I have the gaze before I dare say I have the gaze.
Yeah. Feel like that's a smart thing to do, especially in that fight with like everyone getting like buffed or debuffed or whatever, you know. You always get the
Yeah,
messages on
exactly.
the bottom left of your screen.
Yeah, that is not a gaze to fuck around in.
Because
It's
that has
definitely a
definitely
raid
happened
where
before.
communication is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like it's like communication is important, and then like failure like is just ending. It's just raid ending.
Yeah.
Like you can't really 5-man Oryx like comfortably,
No.
I guess, you know.
But yeah, so
I mean,
because we
I'm
had
sure like pros can do it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I've seen videos of crazy, amazing
People like one-manning.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're struggling to 6-man it, and these other assholes are just like totally chewing through. But yeah, so then because Testa and I had spoiled ourselves, I was then in a raid. We then picked up with a bunch of people, and we were trying to continue going blind, and I just kind of had to stand in the corner of Golgoroth and let them figure it out. And I remember at least at one point, I was like, hey, I won't do anything, I won't hint, I'll let you, I'm not going to be an asshole. But at one point, someone's like, okay, I have a theory, I'm going to run it by you, just say whether I'm right or not, because you could save us 2 hours of testing. And like, he laid it out, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not it.
Thanks. Flying. So are you on Titan Vex?
Oh, on the Titan character or on the planet?
On the planet Moon.
See, that's gonna continue to. Why did they name a planet that? No, I'm on Nessus.
Ooh. Nesus. Nesus
I can't-
Christ.
But I can't figure out where the fuck I'm going. This is awful. I'm just like crawling around this. No, oh, that's not right. Jesus. Okay, the first. Do you remember the first mission on this where you're just like jumping around?
Like the platforming part?
Yeah, I can't tell where the hell the waypoint is telling me to go. This is like atrocious.
So, Santi, it seems like you get a EDZ token for every troll you complete and every public event you complete and
There's a named guy.
Is just beyond that Vex gate. Please proceed.
every lost sector you complete.
Won't we get stuck like Cade?
Oh no.
Probably just some lost sectors.
Much more reliable than the Cade unit.
Well, that's probably the best way to get those packages is just like go around, patrol, do patrols, do lost sectors.
Let's see, do we have any... Oh, plenty of patrols here. The Vex is your plan to just power through the storage today?
Alright, sorry, hold on, I had to change batteries. What was your question?
But you're planning on powering through the story tonight?
I'm hoping to. I'm also sleepy because it's been a long week, so we'll see. But,
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, the good news is especially if I find someone who's playing later and can, like, hop in with me, they could just kind of, like, pull me through even if I'm not of level, you know?
Of course. The Cade 6 is not
That's
far
not that
now.
hard. The campaign isn't, like, ranked that high.
Okay.
Especially if you're doing, like, any type of, like, patrol or little side mission thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get through tonight, if not tomorrow morning. Because it's the freaking weekend.
The freaking weekend.
Baby, I'm about to
Maybe
have
I'm about to
this.
have
Not quite 3-part harmony.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Hey! Over here!
I'm so sad to see Kate again.
What's that? That a Hydra? Okay, Okay, yeah. No, handle that first, then me.
Good, I get to kill an angry Hydra. Whoa, oh, he's full of anger towards me. So all day yesterday, I was like, wow, this auto rifle's pretty good. Like, I hate submachine guns, but this auto rifle's great. And it turns out it was a submachine gun that just handles like an auto rifle. It's like,
Hey, you're doing great. Thanks.
I like
It
that
is-
Tess and I were talking about how the distinction between assault rifles and submachine guns is pretty good.
yeah, this
We
one kind
just
of like,
can-
oh, where you could like spray and pray the hell out of. Oh, that was a darkness
Yeah.
zone. Yeah, well, this one is interesting because it has like such a tight pattern that it reminds me of like the Suros you would get from the gunsmith auto rifle.
What's that? Hydra? Okay, yeah. No, handle that first, then me.
Of course, I'm just trying not to get overly attached to any weapon right now because it's not like I get to keep
So,
them.
the EBZ package, or Devram, what's his name? Yeah, Devram's packages
Dream Daddy.
seem to cap at 265.
So we should go to the next planet.
Well, I don't.
Or moon.
Now I'm wondering if they all cap at 265, or if it's just his. But yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just hop off and get some dinner.
Cool.
Alright, good rolling with you, Tess.
Do you mind putting up the LFG post for 8 Central?
Hey,
Yeah.
doing great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Do a testa.
Now you're actually
One likes you more than like me.
hosting.
Do it!
You're talking about in line, right?
No, I'm talking about like
You're talking about on
Mongolian
LFG.
LFG Destiny website. Super popular. I don't know if you haven't used it before.
Unless you're losing, it's too bad.
I'm pretty sure we're the only ones ranking up the clan rank, or at least most of the day today.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, heavy is the head that wears the crown of, you know, taking off from work.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it didn't start until, what, earlier this morning. Hopefully other people can take care of the trials and grams.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I thought I was supposed to be doing all the carries this year. It's my time.
Let's see,
to
what do I
shine.
have?
So Sandy and I here, we rarely actually get to play with each other. Usually one of us is just watching the other's stream and razzing from afar.
Basically.
Which was useful yesterday. I was harassing him for not including his
Audio.
his little cohorts. Yeah, I was like, audio, give me audio, please.
No. I should have made you, was it admin?
Yeah.
Admin of my channel. Once
I
you
was-
clean everything up.
Wasn't I admin of Testis for like a second, and then didn't I go like insane with power and get demoted?
Probably. That sounds about right. I would not doubt that at all.
I think it was like when I was at my parents' house for Thanksgiving or something. You guys were all streaming, and I was razzing you from afar in Oryx.
Yeah.
And started like spamming
It
the
started
chat.
to ring a lot more bells. Yeah, it sounds a lot warmer. Yeah.
It was one of those things where I was initially helpful, and then I just like crossed the line into troll. So these hobgoblins are like assholes, right?
Yes. they most definitely are assholes.
I mean, they were
You're
assholes
talking
in
about
Destiny.
the actual Vex hobgoblins, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, not just like hobgoblins in general. Oh!
Yeah.
Um,
265 pulse rifle. So many guns.
well, it reminds me
Starting to
early
get to a
on.
point where go ahead.
Oh no, what point are you on?
I'm just like at the point where like I'm trying to see which guns are actually good to keep.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to trash everything at this point.
I haven't even.
All this shit. Oh,
It's like, that's like 1%er problems. I don't even have a single gun that I'll still be using, like, in 10 minutes.
yeah. Sorry. That's I took off 2 days off of work problem.
So, and this wasn't my first gamer tag. My first gamer tag, because I was pretentious and weird, was like, Carpe Noctem, number, or whatever. And it turned out very quickly that nobody on Xbox took Latin or whatever, because I would get, hey, Carpin, come here, Carpin. Carpin. So instead I went with the much easier, like, Vex 2 Nightmare, which is still pretentious. It comes from a William Yeats poem, The Second Coming. So it's still totally fucking pretentious, but I felt like it at least had, like, a built-in... You know, people call me Vexed or Vexed, easy. I have had a few people go like, hey, Nightmare, and I'm like, really?
Nightmare?
I've had that. I've gotten Nightmare as a call-out. I'm like, you look at that, you look at my gamer tag, and that's the part that you're gonna go with. But, I might have chosen a different gamer tag, a second gamer tag, if I had known I was gonna be playing a game with Vex in it.
Yes. Yeah. I
Yeah.
never knew the connection to the novel, but I always thought it was funny that, you know, we're always like, oh, you know, Vex on this side and Vex go covered the left side with Vex on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't think that through. Well, I mean, didn't know. Just had no way of knowing. But two of the guys who I initially played with, one of them told me that one day, because I started playing Destiny first, and some of my like Borderlands friends followed me in, and one of the guys told me that he'd been playing with the other guy one day and was complaining about the enemies. Said like, Vex is so annoying, or this Vex is so annoying, meaning like the one he was fighting with. And the other guy's like, yeah, does she have like PMS lately or what?
Jesus. Insert like Neil deGrasse Tyson like hands up like.
Yep.
I'm not. What was that?
The answer being probably, quite possibly, because you know, if I'm grumpy, it's probably the PMS. Yeah, look, streams of Vex milk.
Yummy.
So, since I've been avoiding Reddit and all spoilers, I am sure what I'm about to say is totally an unoriginal observation, but something that kind of struck me is that it's kind of funny how the planets, the enemies on the planets, are modeling after one in terms of, like, first it's kind of the Fallen-y planet, then the Hive-y planet, now the Venus, now the Vexy planet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Io's probably Cabali. My guess.
I mean, you'll have to wait and see. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, right? Like that you're asking for spoilers.
Well,
who knows? Maybe, we blew up the moon, and that's how the planet or the game ends.
Could be a whole new race to fight.
Exactly. All of a sudden, Crota comes back, like Ascended Crota, Super Ascended Crota.
Okay, well that would actually just be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So again, there are certain things where it's like I run into the problem where there are certain certain spoilers for things I do want. It's totally consensual, but I can't look them up without like getting spoiled for other things. And my friend Chris drives me nuts where I'll just be like, hey, I just want to know, like, if he watches like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead before I do, I'm like, I just want to know, does X character die? And he's like, no, I can't tell you. I'm like, no, but literally, I just want to know that.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it's better. I know sometimes you need to brace yourself for a very important death.
Yeah,
But
it's basically
other
shit
times
like
you
that.
just have to experience it. Like
Nope.
during Game of Thrones, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah,
for anyone
spoilers
who's
for Game of
finished watching
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Actually, well, this is the second to last episode, so this is what, like 3 weeks old now. But like, I was so worried that Tormund was gonna die. I was literally like peeking between my fingers. I was like, "Oh, Tormund, don't die! Somebody help him!" And then, of course, Sandor Clegane, the Hound, comes in with his hammer, beats up on zombies. Yeah,
Well,
that's
maybe
what I'm
like-
talking about.
Like, so I had a coworker who watched, I think it was like that same episode, who watched it before me, and he's like, oh, you're, like, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but you're gonna be so upset. I'm like, it's when the dragons die, because that's like, that was the one thing. He's like, oh, I can't tell you. I'm like, okay, but literally, if one of the dragons dies, I want to be braced, I want to know. He's like, nope, you're just gonna have to watch. I'm like, but literally, fucking, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's
Now,
what I would
I
just tell
figured
me.
one of the dragons had to die. Like, at that point, like, she was just too OP.
Yeah. Oh, I
Had
was...
to knock her
I
down a
knew
little
it.
bit. Yeah, I was hoping it was a Drogon. I'm like, you know, it's sad, but at the same time, you're like, it's Viserion, or Viserion. Like,
No, I knew it wouldn't be
You know?
Drogon. I knew that it, like, that would have been two. Because then she just has, like, the two little weak ones, you know?
exactly.
Like, I mean, granted,
Drogon's the bottom bitch.
granted, a weak dragon's still a dragon, you know? But, Drogon, come on, man. He's the favored one, you could tell. She's all like, Dracarys!
Exactly.
Like, you could...
I don't
you
know,
could
man. I think she has a new favorite now. AKA Aegon Targaryen. Ouch for that one.
Who doesn't love a little, incest in the morning?
I know. I mean, with that ass, I mean, you know?
And they showed all of it. Just
Yep.
all of it.
Kit Harington's top class
What
ass.
could have possibly brought Cade to
I mean, do you think he had to
That's
get it
coming from a
waxed
straight dude, too.
beforehand? Like, oh yeah, Santi is a
Maybe.
straight guy. Santi is straight. He's married to a super gorgeous lady that none of you will ever get to see. But yeah, totally in touch with his
But
I don't even know.
you know, Kit Harington still has a nice ass. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
You will have to eliminate them.
I mean, I'm just secure enough to say that. You know, I wish my ass was like that.
Yeah. I wish every guy's ass was like that. I wish every girl's ass was like that. I just wish every ass was like that. Just
And how?
they just all come off the assembly line looking like that. Oh, I'm in a terrible spot right now. Jesus. I died horribly. God, that's the one downside about, like, soloing this game. It's just, like, having to restart checkpoints.
Yep. And like sometimes the checkpoints are a little further back than I'd like, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. And then you don't have the Sparrow yet.
Yeah. When do you get that at, like, a level or after a mission?
You get that, I believe, after you beat the game.
Jesus!
Yeah. I thought it was after level 20, but no, you have to actually beat the game. As far as you can get it early, I think through like a package or something.
Okay.
Like, you know, the little loot boxes on the planets, they have like a low chance of dropping one.
This is deeply unpleasant. I'm like swimming in Vex goo here. Alright. I called in physical backup, because Santi was tired of hearing me complain about dying horribly. So now we're gonna go and kill shit. 'Cause-
Oh, this part.
yeah,
remember
this is my
this.
7th attempt at this, so 7th and final.
Warning.
I was actually doing pretty well last time, and then just one of the suicide maniacs ran up on me, and, you know, death. Also, Santi is like a badass at ad clearing, so I can certainly use his help in any situation like this.
I do know how to blow aliens out.
Thank you for appending the out there.
Do wish I had my special.
Oh, Jesus. Say my health is like almost gone right now.
Yeah.
God, I cannot wait to get real capes, by the way. Real cloaks, I should say. Hunters don't wear capes.
Oh god, people.
Yeah, no, there's like a million of these guys. This is
Where's
why
my
I died.
super? Where's my super?
I should have made some medals in there.
Yeah, I didn't go over there. I should have run over there when you were there.
No, I wouldn't go now. It's covered in goo.
Yeah, right. Alright.
Jesus. Alright, so this makes me feel better your reaction is. You're telling me that, like, maybe this isn't... Like this is a particularly hard mission?
Yes. I remember having problems with
I
this
thought your
one the first time
wholesale
around.
destruction of the Vex would
And now I
be
got my
by
super.
Captain
Perfect.
America.
Perfect.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
It did not.
I think I like failsafe.
Yeah, she's cool.
Wait, is that not even the mission end? Jesus, what more after that?
Yes, the Cade 6 will want it. You should pick it up.
You know, Tessa said he likes the Titan because it's like a relic that nobody else can steal from him.
Hey, where are you?
Hey! You did it! You got me out! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Over here.
Where am I?
Whoops.
Cade unit, you are the remains of my reactor core. Welcome to the Exodus Black, where all your dreams come true.
I went the wrong way.
Ship of magic. I followed you the wrong way.
My new friend, Failsafe, and her evil twin,
You
Failsafe.
led me into electrified
evil one.
Vex milk.
If I had
Yep.
feelings, they would be hurt.
All sticky.
Actually, it would make sense if, like, the Vex had cows for their cow's milk to be, like, electrified, right?
Ooh, I want to see a Vex cow. Hey, do you like my my Sparrow with jousts on the side?
Let's see if I can ride along. A little sidecar.
Steady. Hold. Hold.
Forward my steed.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that lasted
Is in
so long.
108 pieces.
That lasted a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be.
I can't believe this is working at all. This is great.
Well, if I would have known this, I would have tried to do it more. It's too much.
This is still faster than walking.
Alert.
This is amazing.
The
I'm basically like sitting on the handlebars of your bike right now.
But you are attracting large numbers of fallen to my
Oh!
position.
Am I ET?
Oh, I thought you disappeared.
Nope.
There you go.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're ETing. We're fucking ETing. This is
Where's my
amazing.
basket? I don't want joust, I want a basket on the front of my Sparrow.
But then you'd miss all the fun.
Oh god. I'm going into like a war zone right now.
Really big.
Oh no, it's fine. Nah, it's just a giant angry thing. Nothing to worry about.
Oh my god, what a horrible throw. Right between his legs.
Oh god, I still can't believe that worked. That made my day right there. day fucking made. Jousting! We can do jousting!
Oh, there you go. Now you're thinking. And they blow up too. I feel
How
like
do you-
Sparrows are more apt to like blow up if you run someone over with them.
Is there custom crucible? With like vehicles, you think?
Not yet. At least I haven't unlocked it yet.
Because if there is, that's how you would do jousting.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's either that
It's
or
actually
people
gonna
do
be
it in raid.
available in a DLC in 3 years, Vex. 2.5 years. So.
I cannot wait
Destiny
to make
1.
Destiny jousting a thing. Cannot wait to make this happen. Is this like just a random dude that we're killing, or is this like a part of the mission?
I'm not sure.
Like what?
He's fine. Uh-oh.
There's like walkers over here. This actually is like a fucking war zone, though.
Maybe we just go above. No, I'm pretty sure we have to kill this guy.
Oh, I'm killing him, man. I have not worked on him this long to be like, nah, go around. Nah, go. That's right. That's right, motherfucker.
That's right.
Damn it! Oh my god, I just got slapped to death.
That's good to hear, because the fallen just found it.
Bring shame upon my family.
Six must stand back.
Hey, nice one, failsafe. Fallen can't get to us now. That's right.
Oh, did you not drop particularly good loot? Big dude should always drop good loot.
Are we not done with it? I think we have to keep on going.
Yeah, mule. I've heard of backpacking before, but this is a whole new level.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh!
wanna hustle. I think they just said something
Hey, we
about
almost
ripping
made it.
my beautiful
We almost
horn
made it.
off my
We
face.
did.
My beautiful, beautiful horn?
This is still working out fantastically. I'm seriously picturing jousting, though.
Again, my elixir is
Seriously
rusty.
picturing jousting.
Good work, man. You make
I
it
think
happen.
The only way to do it now, I think, would just be to like do the trick where you get like 2 people in the same instance who are on separate fire teams.
Yeah, that's right, because you can't blow people up when they're on the same fire team.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
I'm so excited for this idea. I really hope I'm the first to come up with it. Unlikely. Deeply unlikely, but...
I mean, technically in the lore, they already did it.
Well, I've
Because that's actually an exotic sparrow, and it mentioned it. It has a
Oh,
little
really?
Grimoire card associated with it. Yeah.
Wow, so exotic sparrows, man, I got a whole new world to I don't even have new ships, man. I don't got nothing. I'm so new in this. It's kind of funny because like in past I was usually one of the ones who took off, so I was usually the one who had like all the shit early.
Yep.
And now like not only do I not
Just
have the shit,
depends
but
on-
I don't even know what the shit is. Just like
I mean, I didn't get in there until, you know what, last night? Around
Yeah.
this time yesterday, so... On trip.
Nah, I'm not worried. What's like someone was saying like, oh, I feel so behind. I'm like, behind by what measure? There are some people in our group who've already hit max level, and some who haven't even started playing, and some who are in between. It's like, but a month from now, everybody will be max level, so it doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter whether you got there today or a week from now. You're still gonna get there.
Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh, that's not you. There's like a vandal on fire standing next to me who I thought was you.
At that time.
You should just be happy that there's no friendly fire and I can't murder you and take that scorch cannon like I would gravity hammer in Halo.
That's the only reason I actually invited you. When you were playing Destiny 2 and not Halo. Because there is, you know, video proof of you killing me for my weapons.
I mean, I'm
Can't really talk
you
much about it though, because we're still settling it in court. In fact, I really shouldn't be playing with you right now.
Updating my crew log.
I was very famous for going like, gravity hammer, I want that. Boop!
Yep.
I'd have lived to link the video though. One of my more favorite moments was Santy's kind of like walking around. Was it Halo 1? I think it was like Halo 1. No, it was a later one. Because I think we weren't both chiefs. So it was one of the Halos where he's like, oh look, it's one of the infected guys, one of the poor flood guys. And he was like going nuts.
Halo 3.
Yeah. I just like walked up and straight up murdered him. And Santa's like, Jesus! Jesus!
It really did take me by surprise, to be honest. I was like, oh shit! And I love how in my video clip for that, your voice wasn't included, so it just makes you seem like a thirsty, like, quiet, silent killer. Yeah. You're like, oh, Jesus! He was just scared. He was scared of for his life. Sorry, man. She's still in the lead. You know, she doesn't understand that we're on the same team now.
Look, I don't know. I feel like I grew up playing Silent Hill, where generally anybody who was acting like that, just you put him down.
Yep. No, that's true. Double tap.
I think one of the best moments in Silent Hill 3 was at one moment where he was like, well, one guy was saying to the protagonist girl, and this guy's like crazy, part of the cult or whatever, and he's like, well, you just walk around killing people, and she's like, what, you mean the monsters? And he's like, they look like monsters to you? It's like, oh, that's a mindfuck.
We don't know where she is.
Uh-oh.
Io, it's where she'd go to look for answers.
Ooh, do I get to go to Io now?
Hey, thanks. Oh, you won.
So why does our Guardians not talk anymore?
I don't know. Because they only talked like twice in the original Destiny, and they're like, whatever. I really don't like that. Like, people say it's for the immersion that the main character, the protagonist, won't talk, but sometimes I'm just like, just let them talk. Like, I understand I'm playing a video game. Like, I'm still being immersed in like what they're doing, you know, but like they can still talk. Like,
I'm not sitting here like, that's me, and that's not what I sound like.
I'm a blue-skinned like mutant who was born like in the asteroid belt.
Well, what I wonder is if they backed themselves into a corner, because they had, like, you know, exo-female, like, awoken female, human female. Like, I wonder if they backed themselves into a corner having to pay, like, 6 different voiceover actors.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that makes sense. Were they different per race?
I believe so. I'm not 100%, but
I thought it was just male. I thought it was just male-female.
I thought it was only because, like, a voice actress I like, Cree Summer, was like, I think she was specifically doing one that I wasn't playing, and that made me sad.
That was a joke. Stealing is wrong. Usually.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
Alien and robot monsters.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I do think that's what
Oh,
it
I
was.
will. You heard it here, folks.
I know that's the
Write
worst
that
part.
down.
Now I can no longer say don't quote me on things
Put it on her
because it's like
Wikipedia page.
you can literally quote it.
I am very lonely.
Yeah.